Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. So I decided to go ahead. I was not going to do this video. I decided to go ahead and do this video just because I got to looking at these cards today, and I'm snowed in for the last couple of days. So I've had some reflection time. So this is my year ahead spread. I always do a year ahead spread, and then at the end of the month I will pull it and I'll pull whatever card I used in whatever deck I used that month. Last year it was a Bone Stone and Earthflush Tarot, just to get more acquainted with it and the book. This year I decided to do something a little bit different. And again, I've been hemming and hawing. We're at the 18th of February. I have not done January. That's what this is. This is January's cards. Because I've hemmed and hawed about doing this whole video to begin with. Because I didn't want to be tied down to doing a video of my every month spread that I did in the previous months. But this year I did decide to do something a little bit different. I actually chose 2 decks to do a year ahead spread with, and it of course yielded different cards. But I found it fascinating when I pulled these cards at the beginning of January, the first week of January, that it was like the only way to explain it was like the yin and yang of each other, or the light and dark shadow aspects of the cards. And I just found that interesting. That's why I was drawn to pull from both of these decks. This is the Dream Keepers Tarot by Liz Houston, published by U.S. Games. And this is the Frank Pinter Tarot, published by Los Scarabero. Artwork by Frank Pinter. And I find both of these decks quite dark when they want to be. But they're also both quite insightful, and their books are amazing as well. So, for some reason, I was drawn to pull from both of these decks this year as a year ahead spread. And then, like I said, what I found fascinating about it was almost like they were the yin and yang, the dark and the light of each other. Like, I feel like I'm somewhere in between these cards, if that makes sense. So, I guess I'll go ahead and do January. This was January's card. So, for January, from the Dreamkeepers Tarot, I pulled the Knight of Pentacles. And it almost looks like and there's actually a pentacle down there as well, drawn on the rock. Interesting, because I've never seen that before. It almost like there's this carefree, and he's got the book. It's almost like there's this carefree. There's a certain freedom in this card for some reason, and I'm like, that's interesting, because I made it my mission for the new year to get healthy, to find out what was going on with my health issues once and for all, and to more or less get that monkey off my back. And that's kind of what I see in this. It's this certain freedom of knowing, because I've done a lot of tests in January. I did a lot of tests so far in February. All of them came back. Like the major things that I thought were wrong with me are coming back normal. So there's a sense of freedom there that I didn't have before. There's a sense of somebody's actually listening to me and doing these tests that I need them to do. So I do find that that's interesting, that that's what I get from this card, and that's kind of how I felt for the month of January, was this certain sense of freedom of knowing even if we haven't got to the bottom of it yet, we will finally have some answers. And I just found that in and of itself a sense of freedom. So that was interesting. So then for the Frank Pinter Tarot, I drew the Queen of Cups. And to me, the Queen of Cups is all about, the cups are all about emotions, right? Water. I've actually been having a lot of water dreams again lately, which is weird. And I found it weird because in 2019, I've said before, I've had a lot, like every week I would have this apocalyptic, disastrous water dream. And then 2020 hit. But it was like throughout the year of 2019, there was always this sense of flooding, of something flooding in, which we now know is, no, we had a flood of a virus. So it just, that whole thing was weird. But I've been having these dreams again lately, but it's on a more spiritual, succinct level, with the Queen of Cups. And I just find it interesting that this card seemed almost like a warning that there was going to be some emotional upheaval coming up, which did happen, but it didn't happen until February. There was a lot of emotional upheaval regarding the health issue because I was getting frustrated. I was having to go, take off work. I was having to, now I'm in full on physical therapy twice a week for my back. I have to go early in the morning before work. So there's kind of a sleep deprivation going on there as well. And so there was a lot of emotions going up and down for the month of January because I was getting frustrated because I was doing one test after another. I got sick on top of all of that. We don't know if it was COVID or not because, I've had all my shots. I haven't had the booster. But, yeah, there was all kinds of infections that started after that. It was a very emotional upheaval month for me, was January. It was like a sense of freedom, but at the same time, there was this weight of like a water, like a drowning sensation almost. That's interesting that just came out. So I found that very interesting. So what I'm just going to do, I'm not going to show you any other cards like I normally do. I'm just going to keep it short and simple. I'm just showing you guys what cards I had, what I kind of went through in the month of January was kind of they were both right. I did kind of go through both of these situations. So now I'm just going to read you what they say in the book. And we'll go with because I love these books on this, especially the Dream Keepers Tarot book. This deck is worth it just for the book. It's amazing. So we have the Knight of Pentacles from it. So let's get to that. And if you hear noises, that's my dog next to me. Oh, and I forgot they're all in their own thing together. Knight of Pentacles. About a page there. Okay. It says, time to get moving and put ideas into action, which is what I did with the whole doctor stuff. The Knight of Pentacles stands atop a high perch with his arms stretched out wide. In one hand, he holds a book, a representation of knowledge and power. In the other hand, he holds a pentacle, which symbolizes the element of earth and themes of work, business, or money. His stance suggests he has much to offer the world, yet his talents and contributions lie in waste, unrealized, as he stands still, not doing much of anything except showing off his potential. I just got chills. Because I started the spiritual journey in 2018, June of 2018. I picked up tarot in April of 2019. I started off, I'm a medium, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. And now it's kind of tapered off to where I'm not even doing a daily draw in the daytime, which I was always doing that before. So it's kind of like a kick in the pants here. I'm getting told, like, you have the potential, use it, put it into action. Interesting. His bottom half appears to be made of gray, lifeless stone, while the upper half is colorful and full of life, symbolizing the gap between potential and realization. Wow. This card represents having something to contribute to the world, a project, business, idea, etc., but there is no momentum bringing it to fruition. His outlook seems somewhat subdued, almost as if he's spending more time looking down at what could go wrong as opposed to looking ahead at what could go right. And that is me to a T. I'm a Virgo. I'm all about making sure things are going well. Wow. His stillness could possibly be calculated, but more likely is due to fears and doubts, stubbornness, being overly cautious, or a lack of motivation. Wow. When this knight shows up in a reading, the point of inquiry could be in discerning if the energy of this person is hurting or helping the situation. In a positive light, the character of the Knight Pentacles is one who is stable, trustworthy, and committed to security. While he is currently motionless, once he gets moving and puts his ideas into practice, he will certainly carry his task to completion. He is uncomplaining and will never give up, regardless of how long it takes to see his goal through. He is enduring and can truly, I gotta turn a page, oh my god, there's more, go the distance. The trick, however, is in getting the knight to take the first step. Negatively, there is too much inertia. This is the one who sits on the sidelines and judges those in the game. He is always boasting that how he could do it better, but does he ever so much as try? Wow. He requires a considerable amount of praise, encouragement, and motivation in order to get moving. He is hesitant to take any real risk and has an overcommitment to security. Wow, that's me, y'all. This all manifests in a situation or even a life that is stuck, stagnant, and rather unfulfilling. And I've been feeling that way for the last couple of years, like I'm stuck. It need not be this way, for this knight has the talent, the focus, and the creativity to create great things. His only instruction then is to take one step in the direction of his ideas. This is not always easy, but it would be wise to consider the first step will begin momentum, and the next step shall easily follow. The divinatory meaning, this message of the Knight of Pentacles is one of the importance of forward motion. This is someone who is holding on to an important idea and is hesitating in its implementation for fear of failure, fear of success, or an as of yet unnamed fear. The bottom line message here is to not waste your talents. I am really getting called out, guys. If you have an idea, gather the resources needed to get moving on it, for the world is waiting. Wow, powerful. Upright, keywords, ideas, talent, inertia, unrealized potential. Reverse, pressure, stand still, feeling cautious, shallow ideas. Wow. See, this is why I love this book. It may call you out, but it's exactly what you need to hear in that moment. And that's crazy. Because I haven't looked at the book since I pulled these cards. So now I'm kind of scared because the Ferric Painter seems to be the darker of the two decks. So let's see what the Queen of Cups has to say here. Oh, she's going to tear me a new one too, ain't she? Wow. Description. A young woman with a satisfied smile behind her. A ship sails upon a calm sea. Essence. The Queen of Cups is kindness personified. She embodies water's ability to mold its shape to its surroundings, to give comfort, and to buoy the spirits of those near her. In a reading, this is a time for generosity of spirit and gentleness with yourself and toward others. See, this is weird because I was getting the energy when I first pulled these that this was the lighter one and this was the darker one, and they're kind of reversed now. Maybe because I was in it at the time, that's how I was seeing it, and now that it's gone and over, it's kind of reversed itself. That's crazy. This queen listens tenderly, and by doing so eases the suffering of those she loves. She's in tune with her feelings and can help others to listen to their own heart as well, reminding them how much their emotions matter in the situation. Be thoughtful with your words and utter them only after much reflection. Wow, that's beautiful. Very beautiful. See, it's kind of a yin and yang of each other. This one bit me in the ass, and this one's like, but we can smooth it out. It's okay. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And I'll see you later. Bye.